Welcome to the Deep Dive. Let's jump right in. Big news breaking May 4th, 2025. Donald Trump says he's planning to reopen Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Yes, that Alcatraz, the island prison out in San Francisco Bay. Now, obviously, the first thing you think is, okay, law and order. But is that really all there is to it? Or is there maybe something bigger happening here?
That's definitely the question we need to dig into. I mean, Alcatraz, it looms large in the American mind, doesn't it? Between, 1934 and 63, it was really America's nightmare factory, as some called it.
Nightmare factory.
It held guys like Al Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, the really notorious figures. And the whole point was its reputation was, inescapable.
Absolutely inescapable. And now Trump wants to bring that specific symbol back.
Yeah.
But listen to who he says it's for. He's not just talking general crime. He specifically mentions vicious criminals, spineless judges, and illegal immigrants.
Right, that language. It's loaded.
You hear that, right?
Yeah.
There's a definite political edge there, a message that seemed to go way beyond just locking people up. So yeah, is this about crime control? Or is it more of a power play? Let's get into it.
Okay, first off, let's just think about the act of announcing this. Reopening Alcatraz. It means more than just, finding cells for people. Alcatraz isn't just bricks and mortar. It's this powerful symbol of absolute confinement, the place for the worst of the worst, the place you supposedly never came back from.
Right.
Bringing that image back into play, it sends a very specific kind of message.
It really does. And you have to ask, who's the message for? I mean, criminals? Sure.
Yeah.
But what about political opponents? Just saying the words Alcatraz will reopen feels, significant on its own, almost like it doesn't matter if it's actually practical.
Exactly. And that's where the symbolism gets really interesting. Alcatraz, it kind of taps into this nostalgia, a longing for a time, or at least a perceived time, of absolute order, unapologetic patriotism like the 1950s maybe.
Right, that sort of iron fist idea.
Yeah, this idea, accurate or not, of a time when rules were rules and America was just strong. Unquestioned strength. Think about the slogans back then, the sort of cultural vibe.
And Trump seems to be pushing that button hard, doesn't he? The name alone, Alcatraz, it carries so much weight. For his base, you can imagine it evoking this feeling of, like, America's back, this projection of dominance.
Oh, absolutely. He's leveraging that history, using this landmark to stir up a certain feeling. The power of a name like that, it's huge. It shapes how people see things, brings up strong emotions, connects to this whole narrative of American toughness.
Okay, but then you hit the practical stuff.
Right, the reality check.
Why did it close in 63? Because it cost a fortune to run, like 3 times more per inmate than other federal prisons at the time?
Yeah, the study showed something like $10 a day per inmate there versus $3 elsewhere. That was back then.
Imagine now, inflation, the logistics of an island. The cost difference would be way, way bigger.
Astronomical, probably. And like you said, it's a national park now.
Yeah, bringing in tourists, making money. Does it make any economic sense at all to turn it back into a prison?
You'd need massive renovations, the ongoing costs. It just seems, financially crippling.
Which makes you wonder.
Makes you wonder if it's maybe more of a strategic bluff.
A bluff? How so?
Well, maybe the main goal isn't actually to rebuild and staff a working prison there. Maybe just announcing it does the job. It creates this unease. It projects power, decisiveness, keeps opponents guessing. It's like flexing without needing the full follow-through.
Like psychological warfare almost.
Yeah, maybe.
And Alcatraz already had that extra layer, doesn't it? That famous 62 escape. The guys who just vanished.
Oh, yeah. The Frank Morris escape. That whole mystery around it. Did they make it? Did they drown? Were they caught quietly? It just adds to the island's dark mystique.
Totally. And Trump could definitely play on that dark history. Draw subtle lines to places like Guantanamo, this idea of enemies of the state just disappearing.
It could absolutely foster a climate of fear, not just for the specific people he mentioned, but maybe more broadly, the idea that such power exists unchecked. That can be a really powerful tool politically.
And thinking about its history, before it was a prison.
The fortress.
Right. It started as a military fort guarding San Francisco Bay. It was about controlling the West Coast.
A region known for being pretty independent, often pushing back against federal authority.
So if you look at it geopolitically, reopening Alcatraz could be seen as a statement, asserting control over that specific influential region.
Especially given the historical friction between, say, California and Washington, D.C., putting this symbol of federal power right back in the spotlight there.
It kind of aligns with the whole Make America Great Again thing too, right?
Right.
Especially the anti-immigration, anti-globalist parts of it.
You could certainly read it that way. It's about controlling territory, yes, but maybe also controlling the narrative, controlling a whole region symbolically.
So it leaves us with these two totally different ways to see it. Is he actually planning to reopen Alcatraz, fill it with these specific groups you mentioned, a genuine plan? Or is it all just this big political show, calculated to stir people up, project strength, scare opponents?
And what's really fascinating is, even if it never actually reopens, maybe the idea of it, the shadow of Alcatraz, is enough. Maybe that symbolism alone achieves his political goals. The fear, the nostalgia, the image of toughness. And maybe that's the real weapon here, not the prison itself.
It's quite a journey for that island, isn't it? Fortress, prison, tourist trap, and now potentially a key piece in Trump's 2025 playbook.
Yeah.
So the question for you listening is really, how do you read this? Do you think it's a real attempt to impose a certain kind of order?
Or is it more like a brilliant, maybe cynical manipulation of public perception for political advantage?
What part of this announcement really grabs you?
Yeah, what stands out most to you about this?
Thanks for diving deep with us on this one. It's a lot to unpack. We genuinely want to hear what you think. Is this a masterstroke strategy or just a really effective piece of PR? Let us know down in the comments.
Please do.
And hey, if you found this useful, maybe give us a like, share it if you know someone who'd be interested. And definitely subscribe for more deep dives like this.
It helps us keep doing this.
Absolutely. Stay informed, everyone, and stay sharp.